What do you know? It's Squid Moon Bro. New to the channel, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button and comment down below and let me know what you think about today's video. Also, before I begin, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just your everyday average bro. Welcome back guys to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the audit that took place and yeah, the contract behavior in particular with the case of the results. And what does that mean in particular with the liquidity pool and the volume? And I made a little example how much transaction volume is going to take place on top of the normal hype, FOMO, trading, swing trading, and all that good stuff. Alright boys, let's get going. So as you guys know, the marbles game is coming out tomorrow, and there are three cases. When you play a game, you can get a non-result, a win result, and a lose result. So let's start with the win, right? There's a 5% winner's tax of the initial stake in BNB. It's swapped for Squid and left on the Squid game contract added to general prize pool. The initial stake minus chain link fee and winner's tax is returned to the player in BNB. An amount of Squid equal to the initial stake is minted to the player. In case of the lose result, the initial stake in BNB minus the chain link fee is used to buy Squid, which is then burned. In case of the non-result, 50% of the initial stake minus the chain link fee is sent back to the player in BNB. 25% of the initial stake is used to buy Squid and USDT in 50-50 and added to the liquidity pool. So liquidity tokens are being generated, which will boost the liquidity overall, which is pretty cool. And the other 25% of initial stake is used to buy Squid, which is left on the Squid game contract added to the general prize pool. So what does that mean, guys? What happens with the liquidity pool and the volume? So the odds of the results, where we have 45% odd of winning, losing is 45% odd, and let's say draw or none is 10%. So I tried to figure out the effects of these three outcomes. So when I just read it out, I just read it out here. 5% winner's tax is swapped for Squid. So even though you're winning and it's minting, minting has no effect on the volume. Only if the guy who won is cashing out immediately, that would obviously have like a selling pressure effect. But it's basically the same with winning and losing, right? You have minting and burning, so bought back and burned. But minting is not buying anything back; it's just like creating. And losing, it's like the stake buys it back and burns it immediately. So let's go through this. So in the case of a win, there's a 45% odd chance, and the effect is 5% minus the fees is bought back and added to prize pool. So it actually gets locked for the remaining duration of the game. And as far as I understood, like a normal duration of one period would be approximately 30 days. So not even the 5% is getting bought back, but also being locked for like 30 days. And yeah, maximum of 30 days, right? So let's get to the next one. If you lose, there's a 45% odd, and 100% is being bought back and burned. Yeah. In a draw occasion, there's a 10% odd, and 37.5% is being bought back, with 25% added to the prize pool. So locked for the remaining duration of the game. So what does that mean in terms of like average like volume to odds comparison? So you win again, 45% odd, then 5% being bought back, that is around 2.25%. Then we add that with the losing occasion, where you basically have 45% odd multiplied by 100%. Obviously, everything minus the chain link random number generated fee and BNB fees, but it will still be a 45% or 0.45 decimal, and then you have the draw occasion with a chance of 10% multiplied with 37.5%. So if you add all that up, the conclusion is average 50%, 51% gets interaction with the liquidity pool and basically applying buying pressure. This is huge, guys. So I made an example, right? When the game's coming out, the amount of players, these are just assumptions, right? It could be less, it could be more, depending on how much hype the game can generate and all that stuff. So let's say we have 10,000 players, then they're playing 10 games. 10 games. So for one game, the average price, obviously, not all can afford a 0.1 BNB for one game, but whales or others maybe put even more, right? So I think this is a very conservative stake prediction, and so it's fairly low, I would say. And the equivalent, as I'm recording right now, would be around $53. So, and obviously, what we've calculated is the volume buy pressure is around 51% of like the average of all games being played, right? On the assumptions of the given odds. So we have 10,000 multiplied with 10 games multiplied with $53 would be the average stake, and that would get us to $5.3 million multiplied with the volume buy pressure of 51%. It would get us a buy pressure of incredible $2.7 million. That's just crazy, guys. If we take a look at the hold on, if we take a look at the chart right here, let's get this up. SQM, where is it? Hold on. Pair Explorer. Here we go. SQM. USDT. There we go. So the daily volume, and I've tracked it over the course of the last few weeks. It's always been around $100,000-$200,000. When we started, obviously, when the game launched, it was way higher, right? So as you can see, get this straight. You can see we had a volume of about, you can see it on the top left. It's 7.19 million US dollar and another 4. These are 4-hour candles, by the way. So if we would do it on the daily chart, on the daily time frame, we would have 13 millions, 3 millions, and then obviously it decreased, right? And then we, like the last couple of weeks, we ranged around 100 to 300,000 volume. So basically, this is volume, right? But this is also only by pressuring volume. And what you can see in the chart, what happened when we've got an announcement earlier. You see, this was mostly just by pressure volume candles, because there was like FOMO and people wanted to go in, and as you can see, it jumped up like a significant amount of percent. to the upside. So not only this is volume, this is also only buy pressuring volume. So the contract is buying the token, right? And obviously you have maybe you have more games, maybe you have less games. Maybe if you win a game, then you try again. Maybe some people just want to play like for one time and see how it's going and all that stuff. And the tokens being minted are also, as I mentioned earlier, maybe are getting sold immediately to cash out, right? And with all these transactions, it's very important to understand that there's this 5% deflationary tax. So even if people are selling and selling, yeah, it the um, the total supply will always decrease, guys. So because we have got minting here, right? And losing is buying back and burn. So this is actually um, a zero sum game, right? Because on the one hand side you have you tokens getting minted, and now on the other hand it's getting burned. So this just like plays out. But with all the volume coming in and the 5% tax, this is just going to be insane. I think right now we've got around um, let me go to VC scan and let's check out how much tokens are left, right? So there's a total supply of 4.8 million and the starting supply was 5.5 million. We've got 4,211 holders. Just a week ago, we only had like 3.7k per holder. So this is really amazing, and you can see the overall growth of new investors coming in, which is always nice to see, guys. So I can imagine with the game like starting. Obviously, if the price is higher, then um, less less token can be bought by the average person, let's say, and or less Squid Moon token, and there will be a less burning, right, in the total number of SQM token. But I can definitely see it go all the way down to 4.5, maybe 4 million Squid Moon token in just a matter of a really short time, guys. So get in early, get started. The game's coming out tomorrow, anytime tomorrow, so anytime soon. And yeah, with all this extra volume being generated, it's just a really good sign. And imagine, guys, this blows up. There's a lot of hype. Many people want to play it. Maybe we bridge to another. Maybe we bridge Ethereum to other chains. New games are coming. All that good stuff will, yeah, it will all help to stimulate the SQM economy, leading us to um, a pure decentralized online casino, yeah, gaming environment. And I think we're just in early stages, and Monday is or tomorrow will be a great day um, for this project. Okay, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.